Hi, you guys. I just wanted you to meet Sherwood and Princess Pink Penny. It's actually really funny because I had them over on the other side, over there of the bed. We keep the crystals in the middle. Here's my charger and my PNG. Anyway, I just started laughing. I was just talking to Ed. I look over and I go, look at Sherwood and Princess Pink Penny. I'm like, they look so happy there. They look so happy to be there. They're like, hey, what's up? I highly recommend that you talk to your stuffed animals, that you play with them, give them personalities. I mean, some of them have personalities. I mean, think about when you were a kid. I mean, you had to. Look at Penny. It looks like she's going, I gotta go. I gotta go. Do you? Look at her little heart on her foot. So cute. I don't know. Ever since I'm like obsessed with Braca Goldsmith and her teddies, and I just think right now like we need more like pretend and fun and love and happiness and joy. And I think stuffed animals and dolls and toys. Sorry, I had to pause that for a minute. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. It's been a minute for me, but just basically to be playful and joyful, especially in the lockdown right now. Just be silly, have fun. Look at how cute she is. Sherwood has a really great story. I actually found Sherwood when I was dating this person in Portland, and we were sitting on the balcony of they lived in a big house on the top part of the house. And there was a balcony off the bedroom. And we were sitting there having a cigarette, and it was pouring rain. And we'd been there for a while. And all of a sudden I go, what's in the street? And he's like, what? And I go, don't you see that? I go, look under the street lamp. I go, there's something in the street. And he's like, no, I don't see anything. And I go, look over there. And then he finally goes, oh, yeah. And I go, oh, God. I go, do you think it's an animal? And he's like, oh gosh, I don't know. So long story short, we went to go check it out, and it was Sherwood. It was Sherwood. And he was sopping wet. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, who would throw away such a beautiful, gorgeous teddy? I'm like, this sweet little elephant. I'm like, who would throw him away? And I said, I'm taking him. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, we'll go throw it away. I go, nope, I'm going to take him. And he's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to wash him. I'm like, if he doesn't turn out, I go, if he gets ruined, then he gets ruined. I said, but I would rather try than just throw him away. I'm like, this was somebody's stuffed, this is a big stuffed animal. And sure enough, I washed him in a pillowcase, and he came out beautifully. And I tumble dried him on low with lavender oil and just like nice stuff. Look at his little tail. And he's been like one of my best friends, and he's such a good hugger. When I need a good hug, he's just there for me. And Princess Pink Penny, sometimes I feel almost kind of sad about her, only because I've had her a really long time, and she was given to me by a boyfriend. And so I was kind of, I always feel kind of guilty that I still have it, now that I'm married. But I can't get rid of her. I've had her for so long. She's Princess Pink Penny. And then didn't we see her in a movie, Ed? Do you remember that? Yeah. And then we saw her in a movie. The craziest part was in the movie, the house was burned or whatever. And I go, oh my God, that's Princess Pink Penny. And we paused it. We went and got her. She had the little heart on her foot, the whole thing. And I've never seen one of her. So I don't know. I never asked him where he got her or whatever, but he just knew I loved elephants. And anyway, it's just so cute, right? But I was so sad because they burned her. They burned her for real for the movie. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, that poor Stuffy. She was burned. And I went over and gave Princess Pink Penny an extra hug because I was like, that's awful that they did that. Anyway, but having stuffed animals, they just bring you joy. So if you don't have pets or you live in an apartment or something and you can't have pets, get yourself some stuffies or some toys, dolls, whatever feel good to you. There is nothing wrong with it. It brings out the child in all of us. Oh my gosh, Quackers wants to come on. Hold on. Quackers is back here and Quackers is like, what about me? This is Quackers. Quackers has a great story too. Quackers reminds me of my grandma because the last thing I gave my grandmother were flowers, and she died on April 20th. And so I saw her a few days before she died, and it was Easter. And so I bought her this little chick like this, exactly like this one. And so I don't know what happened to hers when she died, but I saw one in the store and I go, that's the exact one I got my grandma. So I got it for myself. And it reminds me of Gram. Hi, Quackers. All right, that's it. This wasn't much of anything. I just wanted to share some love with you and just to let you know you're not alone. And our tribe here, Quackers, Sherwood, and Princess Pink Penny, are here to say they love you and to hang in there. Nothing lasts forever. Remember that, okay? See you next time. Blessed be. Oh.